Assalamu alaikum guys, welcome back to Civil Engineers YouTube channel. Today I am on this construction site and will guide you for steel reinforcement details in the construction of this plinth beam. So let's get started guys. After completion of this plinth beam will be sit on the top of this plinth level. Size of this plinth beam is 12 by 16 inches with concrete cover. Now the ring size is 9 by 14 inches. So with concrete cover we will have the size 12 by 16 inches. Depth is 16 inches, width is 12 inches. As you can see guys, this is 9 inches without concrete cover. Depth is 14 inches without concrete cover. In tension zone we have two steel rods at the bottom. Dia is 16 mm. In compression zone, which is upper portion, we have three steel rods. Dia is same, which is 16 mm. Guys, this is one of the big mistakes in the construction of this plinth beam. That's why, because concrete is strong in compression but it's weak in tension, so therefore they used three steel rods in upper portion. So in lower portion, in tension zone, we should use minimum three steel rods. But they are opposite of the steel structural design. Guys, you can see the spacing of stirrups. Dia of stirrup is 8 mm with the spacing of 9 inches. So they didn't use RCC structure drawing. So therefore, they did a lot of mistakes in the construction of this plinth beam steel reinforcement. Guys, you can see the first stirrup is placed up to minimum 3 inches. But you can see the hooks are placed on the same directions. Hooks should be provided alternately. So the angle of these hooks are 90 degree, but it should be provided on 135 degrees. So this is the second mistake. Guys, you can see the length of the hook should not be less than 3 inches. As you can see guys, they provided lapping at the middle of this plinth beam. So this is right. So this is the correct way to provide the lapping. In upper portion, the lapping in beam should be provided at the middle. But in bottom portion, the lapping should not be provided at the middle. And also it should not be provided at the distance of L by 4, because we have negative bending moment at the distance of L by 4 and maximum bending moment at the middle of the bottom portion. So therefore they provided lapping length at the middle of the upper portion. So this is the correct way of lapping. So if you need to provide the lapping, so this is the best place to provide lapping. And the lapping formula should not be less than 50 D, where D is dia of steel rod and 50 is a constant value for lapping. Next guys, you can see this is the junction between beam and column. So this is the third mistake. They didn't provide the development length, which is very important to make a good bond between steel and concrete. They placed simple, as you can see in this design. So they didn't provide the development length, and development length should not be less than 9 inches. At the distance of L by 4, they should provide extra steel rods or bent up bar to resist negative bending moment, but they didn't provide. This is the fourth big mistake. Guys, you can see the spacing is up to 9 inches. So for this kind of commercial building, they should provide the spacing from 6 to 8 inches. 6 at the distance of L by 4, 8 after L by 4 are at the middle. But unfortunately, they don't know what is steel structural drawing. They don't have a site supervisor to guide them for steel reinforcement details. So therefore, they did a lot of mistakes in the construction of this plinth beam. So if you are working on construction site, so be careful, especially for technical terms which I am discussing in this video. Look here, the spacing is 10 inches here. They used 60 grade steel rods. Spacing is same, 9 to 10 inches. You can see the column size is 15 by 15 inches. They used 8 steel rods. dia is 16 mm. Next guys, you can see they provided lapping at the bottom. So this is the fifth big mistake in the construction of this plinth beam. As I told you that the lapping should not be provided at the middle of lower portion in plinth beam, or if that is slab or any RCC structure, so the lapping should not be provided at the bottom. That's why, because we have the positive maximum bending moment at this place. So therefore after L/4 and at the middle of the plinth beam, don't provide the lapping. But lapping you can provide at the upper portion. As I discussed, we have two steel rods, also they provided lapping, especially at the distance of L/4 we are providing extra steel rods or bent up bar to resist negative bending moment, but unfortunately they placed lapping at this place. Guys, you can see here for this plinth beam we don't have the plinth level, so they will directly place this plinth beam on the top of this soil. So this is also one of the big mistakes. So if you see guys, we have more than 10 big mistakes in the construction of this plinth beam. So therefore I am guiding you, if you are working on construction sites, so don't do these kind of mistakes which I am showing you in this video. Guys, you can see this is under construction. That is plinth beam, plinth level, which is up from the ground, from the road level about 1.5 feet. As you can see, this is the other plinth beam, steel reinforcement, size, span is same. You can see they didn't provide the development also here. So they will make overlapping at this place to extend the length of this beam. So this is not the proper design for this plinth beam. As you can see, the length is up to 14 feet. Here you can see. So the upper steel rods lapping should be not lapping. The development length should be going to the downward side, and downward steel reinforcement should be going to the upward side. So that is called development length, to make a good bond between steel and concrete. Hope this short video can help you. Thanks for watching. See you in next video. Goodbye.